it actually kind of hurts me to relive these memories, but I want to do it because you guys can learn from it. And also I can learn from it. So I had this belief, and to be honest, the belief was rooted in truth for many years, that if equities did well and equities hit new highs, Bitcoin would follow, crypto would follow. So I thought, look, I don't need to hold that many equities, right? Because I have a crypto related business or businesses at the time. I hold Bitcoin, I hold altcoins. Like if equities hit new highs, I'll get my exposure through crypto. So then I'm actually just going to hedge against my crypto positions and the business through holding cash, right? By going like 40, 50% cash. I was over allocated to crypto and over allocated to cash. So I gave up since then 73% of upside in the NASDAQ and the S&P because I was too busy parking my money in cash. And whenever there was dips on equities, I did buy some, but nowhere near enough. Like I remember there was a big dip, where I said I publicly bought $500,000 worth of equities during the whole tariff thing in 2025. And yeah, I was good to buy at that time, but I didn't buy nearly as much as I should. So if I had just started DCAing a little bit of my capital into equities and I didn't have this bias that, crypto correlation would keep up, then I would have made, just looking at my notes here, roughly another $3.75 million based on $5 million in cash. I'm not going to reveal the exact amount of cash that I had, but let's just say it was kind of in that range. So I could have made an extra 3.7 mil. So my issue was I was not paying enough attention to the market. I wasn't following my plan, and I was overconfident on this correlation theory, which ended up costing me the opportunity cost of holding equities. And now if I want to buy equities, I've got to buy into equities at all-time highs, and we're not really getting many dips. But I've missed, a lot of the upside over the last couple of years because I've been under-allocated. Not just to equities, but to gold. I had a plan to buy gold at 2,800, and I bought a little bit on the breakout, and I bought a little bit on the $4,100 dip, but I didn't buy as much as I told myself that I was going to buy. So also, I didn't do a great job of protecting myself against the US dollar. And in the meantime, the US dollar is probably inflated away 10 to 15% of its value. So I've lost on both sides. So opportunity cost, big loss. My lesson that I would tell you from that is, once again, pay attention to your portfolio. And if you have a plan, actually stick to it. And the great thing is now we have AI to alert you when market moves happen. So if there's a macro event that happens, my financial dashboard now actually sends me an alert like, hey, Trump said this, or hey, this is about to happen. This could impact your portfolio in the following ways. If I just had that system last year and the year before, I would have saved myself a lot of pain.